Hey, what's up, guys? I've been slammed with BB machine gun work lately, and that's kind of why I haven't put out a video about that. But we've got some really cool stuff in the works. The gears should be here any day. They finally got that straightened out. But anyway, this video is going to be about this little 88 Bronco II with the 2.9 liter V6. Ever since I got it, 2 years ago, I think now, it's run a little bit on the warm side. The needle would get up to, let's say, just past dead center, and then it got progressively worse and worse until the other day it was like right up there at the top of the O and digging into the end, so it was a little bit concerning. And it was about 80 degrees outside, so I figured, it's probably the clutch fan. The guy I got it from replaced the water pump and a few other things on it, and the radiator, so pretty much kind of ruled that out as being unlikely. So I put a clutch fan on it, and that helped a little bit. I could actually hear it kick on when I cranked the truck up, so I know that was at least part of the issue, and that seemed to work a little bit. But then I got to noticing still wasn't quite right, so I took the thermostat out and looked at it. The thermostat looked fine to me. I put a new one in, and you can put it in like 2 different ways besides backwards. So I thought that maybe he just had it in the opposite way of the way that I put it in. So tried that out, and that didn't seem to make a difference. I rode it around a few more days, and then I noticed that it would do it when I was cruising at about 60 miles an hour. And I read on a forum trying to get some answers about it. I ruled out, it's not leaking anywhere. It's not a head gasket issue. So I'd ruled that out, and I saw on this forum somebody was talking about the dust guard. I'm not sure if that's what you call it, but I think there's another name for it. The guard, the plastic guard that goes all along the back of it. I'd taken that off so I could put my tow bar on here, and never bothered to cut it out and fit it or anything like that. I just figured I'd leave it off. Well, the guy was saying on the forum that he had his off and he'd put it back on, and he seemed to think it ran a little bit cooler with it. So I was pretty much out of options, and I had some aluminum with a 90-degree angle bent on it in my shed. So I figured, well, I'll just cut a piece of that and bolt it to the bumper, see if that makes a difference. And man, it made all the difference in the world. That needle just stays right there in the middle. Now, it did cool off right at the same time I was doing this, but I don't think that has very much, if anything, to do with it, because I'd been running the heater on those 80-degree days, and it didn't seem to make any bit of a difference. But now I've got the heater completely off. It's running cool. So all I can figure is that when you get up to a certain speed, what happens is the air just starts to recirculate through the radiator if you don't have some kind of a dam down there. Now, so if you don't have that guard and it's running warm, you might want to look into this and find one, or just fashion something to block off between the frame where your engine is. It just kind of deflect the air. Now, everybody's going to be a little bit different, but this was just something that I had laying around. The bolts go through it. I used two 2 bolts, and those just go through there, then through the bumper and on some brackets that go like that, because I just had to notch this out. I couldn't get the bolts, you know, a hole drilled. There's just a notch in there, but those brackets are holding on the back of it. And like I say, everybody's scenario is going to be different if you're going to fab one of these up, but there's plenty of bolt holes from where the original deflector, or whatever you want to call it, went. All right, well, I hope that this saves somebody some time and energy and head scratching, because I know I spent a lot of time scratching my head on it. All right, later.